Sometimes people come to me and they complain of wrist pain or forearm pain. And then when I watch them play, I notice that the fingers that aren't playing, they're sticking up in the air. Like when they play a chord like this, or they'll play a scale like this. So holding those other fingers up in the air in itself can cause a lot of tension in the forearm and the wrist. So one thing that I like to do with these students is just take a simple exercise, take 5 adjacent notes. In this case, I'm going to take the first 5 notes of the C major scale. So each finger has its own note. And what you're going to do is just play one note at a time. So start with the thumb and just do the right hand by itself. Get your other fingers to come down and rest on the keys while you're gently holding down that thumb. Then play the next note. Chances are they're going to pop up again. Bring them down. Let them rest on the keys. When they're resting, then play the next note. They pop up again. Let them come down. Let them come down. Let them come down. So you don't go on and play the next note until all the other fingers are at rest. Then you come down. Same thing. And do it with the left hand as well. Chances are if you're doing it with the right hand, if your fingers are popping up with the right hand, your fingers are probably popping up with the left hand as well. So do it with both hands separately. 20 minutes a day for 2 weeks. So I don't care if you do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, or 4 sets of 5 minutes throughout the day, or one 20-minute session. It's all good, but do it for at least 20 minutes each day for 2 weeks. Step 2 is going to be to put that then in time. So get your metronome. Start at, I've got a metronome here. I got it at 45. Start at 45 beats per minute. Now that's slow, but that's going to give you a chance to assess whether your fingers are popping up or not. So it gives you time to bring them down. Okay. Do that until they don't pop up at all. Do it with the left hand as well. I'm going to play it up here so it's in the camera. Then hands together. Okay, now that's at your own pace. When you can do it hands separately, pretty easily, put hands together. And if you know your major scales, start using your major scales as the context in which to put those. Again, start at 45 beats per minute. That may seem slow, but it's not about the speed. It's about keeping it in time and having time to assess whether your fingers are relaxed or not. Also, during this second phase, I want you to try to bring this concept into stuff you're already playing. So your left hand. Let's say you play the blues shuffle left hand, like with your fingers popping up. Now, if those are popping up, chances are you're not going to be able to make it through an entire night of playing blues piano. Okay? They've got to be relaxed. I'll play it up here. Normally, you'd obviously play it in the bass register, but I'm off camera here. Okay, and then also, let's try to bring that to the right hand licks. So if you're playing like this, okay, slow it down. Do that same idea. Wait till they come down. Wait till they come down. Don't worry about keeping it in time until you can play without them popping up. Okay, so when you're doing fast things, slow things, it should always be relaxed. And I want you to do that for 20 minutes a day for another 2 weeks. Then we're going to move on to phase 3, which now we're going to start increasing that tempo to a normal speed. And that is going to happen gradually. So if you can do 45, let's turn it up to 50. Keep in mind that what you're doing is basically retraining your nervous system. It's called neuromuscular reeducation. It takes time. Maybe it'll take 6 months for you to get there. Maybe 2 weeks is not enough time at each phase. It's okay if it takes you longer. It just takes what it takes. This has to become automatic for it to have real benefit in your normal playing. So be patient and be persistent, and you will get there.